Hello, everybody, and welcome at long last to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. This is by far my all-time favorite Souls game, and it has my all-time favorite intro music, so please, you will indulge me as I sit here and listen to this eerie, haunting piano for the 100,000th time. This game truly touched a very warped part of my soul. I've loved all the Dark Souls games. 1, 2, 3. I loved Elden Ring. I love Sekiro. I would still one day love to play Demon Souls and Bloodborne. But if we're just looking at the three, the OG 3 as it were, Dark Souls 2 stands above for me. I had to do it. I came back after the holidays. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving or any type of family or friend gathering that you could muster. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I am very relaxed. I am ready to get back to streaming. And I knew it had to be this one. I actually was spending a good portion of last week setting this up, trying to figure out what character I wanted to play, what build I wanted to play. And, you know, I was wasting too much time. So first, hang on here. I think I need to... No, I don't need to erase anyone. So we're just going to jump straight in here. I've got a couple of things I'd like to mention, but we'll get to that after the opening cutscenes here. I don't want people waiting too long to experience what I consider to be the best Dark Souls to date. Now, I'm not counting Elden Ring, because that's Elden Ring. I will say before anything and everything, disclaimer, as I've already said and as is clear, I am playing Scholar of the First Sin, which I consider to be the definitive edition of Dark Souls 2. A lot could be said about the original Dark Souls 2 release. Apparently it was very buggy, there were things missing, there were no multiple endings, characters were cut. So I understand when people say they have a problem with the original Dark Souls 2, but Scholar of the First Sin came out, and it is my first experience with Dark Souls 2, and I have sunk so many hours into this game. In my opinion, Dark Souls 2 has the most Souls-like tone of all three games, and I'm sure I'm going to expound upon it a bunch of times and repeat myself a lot, but every time that opening number comes in and I sit here, I've sat on this home screen for hours just listening to this song. Something eerie about it, haunting, but beautiful. Really speaks to the dark. God, I love that ending. All right, let's get into it, people. My name's Master Fong. Welcome to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin.
Perhaps
I'm actually
you've
going to shut
seen
up for
it.
once.
Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land.
I love the cutscenes in this game. Again, my favorite intro cutscene definitely is Dark Souls
A
2.
place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. the symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
I've got chills. I always get chills watching this. Oh, I'm trying to contain my excitement here. I have wanted to play this, and I've promised I was going to play it for so long, and now here we are at last. No matter what happens, hell, high water, or everything in between, we're doing it.
Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
So 3 things I would like to make clear right off the bat. One I have already mentioned. We are playing Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, so there are some differences from the beginning, the original Dark Souls 2, including enemy spawning, item location, and just a whole bunch of things. Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin really added and I believe completed what Dark Souls 2 was always supposed to be. But that's first. Secondly, I will not be using a camera for any of this stream. I didn't want to worry about it. I wanted to just focus on playing the game, and I want you all to just experience the beauty that I believe this game possesses. And last, but certainly not least, and more than likely most prominent, I will be going over every single tiny relative, relevant, and irrelevant detail in how this game inspired Elden Ring. For those of you that have watched me for a while, you know that I love Elden Ring, and I have never been able to stop just mentioning all of the things that Dark Souls 2... Honestly, Elden Ring wouldn't exist if Dark Souls 2 didn't exist. People don't want to own that, but I will shout that from the most horrible, decrepit mountaintop. Even starting right out here, in this land, we are in the Things Betwixt, or, the lands between, one might call them. man, I'm so excited. I do have to get back into the, every Dark Souls has different controls for inventory and things, but that should be fine. What I really like about this game is they went full core hard mode zombie. I mean, you get kind of shriveled in 3, and in 1, you know, you've got the shrivel. You're also shriveled in 1. And in 2, oh, baby, we are straight up rotten. We are desiccated. We are emaciated. We are carrion, gangrenous, every single type of medical anomaly and distress you can imagine. That's us, baby. But I'm gonna wear my amazing edgelord tunic to start. I mean, you always do. I'm not gonna take too long on character creation. There is not a whole lot to mess with. Dark Souls 3 really stepped it up for creating custom characters. 1 and 2 was kind of, here's a couple of templates, pick your favorite. Hello, Gergen, welcome in. Dark Souls 2 walked so Elden Ring could run. That's pretty apt. There is so much surrounding Dark Souls 2, from fan hatred to behind-the-scenes like production that is just pure insanity, and there are hundreds of YouTube videos. These things will murder me if I attack them. They will absolutely fuck me up. So we're not doing that yet. We'll come back. We'll kill them eventually. There is one thing I would like to get in this open area. You may notice we don't have a name or a face yet. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 put off that a little bit too. They really threw you right in like, here you go. Welcome to the world. Don't die. All right, I want to see if I got the chops to maneuver around the person that made these big footprints. There he is. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I really love the variety of enemies in this game, and you're all gonna say there's so many of them. Hello, Monk. Welcome in. Happy 18 months to you, Tier 3, my man. Cousins and cause-outs, witness me. All right. If I recall, how did I do this? Did I make him leave, or did I? Hey, asshole! I need you to fall down for me. Whoa! That's an insta-kill grab move, more or less. Uh-oh. Alright, that worked. What do you say, guys? Do we take him on? Yeah. Nope. That answered that question for me. Quick pass it in a hurry. Let me at least get a name and a face before I start trying to take on giants. Excuse me, ogres. There are also giants. But we're not there yet. Hope the audio is alright. I'm still running on Warhammer audio, so things might be a little quiet game-wise. I'm, as always, a loud and rambunctious bag of hot air. Alright, that's enough muddling and meddling.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face
That's rude, lady.
Of the curse.
Yeah, well, your hair, the hair of
It's
old.
an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
She was kind and old, so yeah, I'll have to agree.
You're finished.
Oh my god, we're done already?
Yes.
But I just started questing.
You'll become one of them. Hollows prey upon men. Feast
Good.
upon their souls.
Good. Waiting for the drawback.
This is the fate of the cursed.
That sounds like all silver lining to me. What is this, Doki Doki Literature Club? I'm not here to get giggled at by girls! Oh, fuck. Oh, my name. I'm gonna go with Morn. I've been playing, some Dark Souls 3. I don't know, that name just stuck with me. So for those of you wondering, this is a casual run-through and we are going to do one of my all-time favorite run-throughs when it comes to the Souls games. Not Great Shields, because Great Shields in Dark Souls 2 are cheeks. They are dog water. They are ass noodles. It is just... I've done 2 Great Shield builds, and, like, they're okay. You know, they're not busted in a sense that you can't beat the game with them, but they're just not as feasible as I would like. So we're going to go with my second favorite build, Big Bonking. And I've got 2 weapons I've already lined up here. One of them is an RNG roll. We're going to see if we can get that Big Bonker early. If not, we're going to have to wait till a couple hours of gameplay where we get to the Lost Bastille, and we can get Dragon's Tooth, which is a bullshit OP, super long, amazing move set, insta-bonk, pancake, defense machine for some reason. And I hope you all enjoy the absolute sheer amount of pancakes we will be making in this series.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing.
Humanity? I mean, an ember? I
effigy.
mean, a guidance of grace? It's an effigy! It's a human effigy, of course.
Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think
Looks like the
back,
Wicker Man.
deep into your past. Yes.
I don't know my own
It's
past,
an
lady.
effigy of you.
God, I'm fat. This is what happens when Walmart starts making off-brand Girl Scout cookies that are just as good as the originals. Alright, we're going Deprived, because, Deprived Master Race. The Petrified Something is a gift that we can give to the birds. They are the RNG roll that will allow us to get the weapon we want. And I'm going to go with something pretty standard here. First off, let's smack that muscle on. Big muscle. Chiseled. So there, you could go basically, you can't adjust your weight via a slider, but there's different, weight classes here. I'm staying default because going fat or even slightly thicker kind of makes a lot of the outfits in this game mess up. So we're going to be keeping it easy peasy. Hair, this should be a surprise here. I'm going with my default. Creepy blank face man. Because there's a lot of armor in this game that have, like, open faceplates, and things look really cool. If, let's go full white. No beard. The tattoo's gonna be important. Make that solid black. Yeah, so rather than sit here and mess with sliders and try and make an abomination like I normally would, I prefer just to go with default man because honestly, there's so much good armor. There's so much just raw drip in Dark Souls 2 that, we're not going to really care about our body or our face most of the time. So instead, we're going to have some nice, big, scary eyes and a completely voided out face. This will allow us to look gruesome, grisly, and mean when we put on certain armor. Not really sure what armor set we're going to use yet. I'm trying to focus right now on just getting the big bonk secured. That was one more thing I had to do, wasn't it? Yeah, let's make my eyes a little bit larger. Just so they stand out. Yeah, that's me. That's my true self.
All people come here for the same reason.
Oh, geez. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to skip that one. Well, I don't think there's much there. She just says all people have come here for the same reason and basically go out that door.
Go on a journey without rest.
I'm sorry. I've done this game so much, I do need to remember that I'm trying to play it as if it is a first-time playthrough so that everyone can experience voice lines,
But if your will
etc.
is yet unbroken, then you may return here
See, that face looks dope as
to
hell.
start again with a clean slate.
Let's throw back on the edgelord costume. I wasn't kidding. I'm wearing my edgelord drip. There we are.
This is a limbo. A link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveler, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom.
Oh, Lost Decayed Kingdoms? Oh, baby, you're saying all the right things. I thrive in Lost Decayed Kingdoms. Yeah, look at all the decay. Woohoo! So Dark Souls 2 has two kinds of chests. It's got wooden chests and metal chests. Metal chests, you know, they can't be broken. You just open them up and take what you want. Wooden chests can be broken, and if they break, there's a % chance that everything inside turns to junk. So that's really annoying when enemies just happen upon a wooden chest and smash it to pieces. You gotta be careful with the wooden chest. Oh, I suppose there is a third and fourth kind of chest, but we'll get to those later. Anything else to tell me, dear?
The old women were once fire keepers.
These old
I
biddies?
am here to look after them.
Well,
It's what my
howdy!
mother did, and her mother before
Oh.
her, and so
Oh
on.
dear. That's a sad lineage.
The old women were keepers of, but now the fire shows signs of fading.
Oh god! Oh god, it's
The
fading!
kingdom
Oh
is
Jesus!
beset
What do we
by
do?
hollows.
Oh god, hollows! Oh Jesus, hollows! What do we do? Wait, I'm a hollow. That's
The
racist,
old
ma'am.
women are sisters. I am told there was a fourth.
I think I met her.
Long ago, fire keepers were commonplace. But now they are lost, scattered to the winds.
Woo, getting back into those turning mechanics. There's actually limited turn radius in this game. It makes certain things awkward, but it can make other things easier. For instance, running and jumping in Dark Souls 2 is probably the easiest. Compared to the other games that feel a little clunky, there's actually some oomph and some get up and go in this one. Elden Ring actually added a jump button, but c'est la vie. We can't compare this game to Elden Ring unless it's all the things that Elden Ring stole, all right?
Now,
Okay.
go alone, go alone.
And you say? All right, that's a little hurtful, but okay. Oh my goodness. I feel like they're making fun. I don't think these people are taking me seriously. Don't they know that I'm the main character? Come again. Don't they understand the raw potential that sits inside the bosom of this otherwise plebeian character? So torches are fun. Torches are a mechanic unique to this game. Let's see if I go to my inventory here. I've got exactly 5 minutes worth of torches. Every torch you pick up adds 5 minutes. So eventually, like in this game, you get to like being able to hold a torch for 3 hours straight. But in the beginning, you know, it's on a timer. The torches are handy. They illuminate certain areas or even some traps. As I've said many times, the environment in this game is dynamic, which means every place we go has an element that is going to feck with us. Let's light up a torch and go down Tutorial Road. Soundwave, welcome in. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Happy 18 months to you as well. That's right, we're doing it. Dark Souls 2, Scala into First Sin. Very excited. There's a lot of things I remember and a lot of things that I'm going to have to re-remember. For instance, merchants in this game, you need to actually give them a certain amount of souls before they give to you or start carrying other things. Just little bits that you know, wouldn't know unless you're actively participating, playing the game every day of the week. Like I used to. You guys are going to have to forgive me if I don't go too long today. I think I've carved out an hour, maybe 2. I wanted to get it started, though. I said to myself, I got to remember to also just take in the scenery. Again, I've gone through this game so many times, I forget that this might be new to people, so I really hope I don't overlook anything. Because, like, so many things in this game deserve being seen. The story of this game is incredible. The lore is incredible. I believe the level design is also incredible. Honestly, the weakest aspect of Dark Souls 2 is probably the gameplay, which, I know, sounds asinine. But I'm not saying that the gameplay is the weakest in that it is irredeemable. I still think the gameplay is wonderful. I absolutely get those Souls vibes. Ow. I get the Dark Souls feel playing this game. This is definitely like an October, November game for me. Gives me big Halloween vibes, over the garden wall vibes. Like, there's just so much about this game that sings to different nodules of my soul. So many areas I'm excited to get back to. It's definitely, I still think it's the longest Dark Souls game. I think Dark Souls 2 is longer than 3, and it's certainly longer than 1. Dark Souls 2 goes forever. It just keeps frickin' going. And then there's 3 very long DLCs. But we'll get to that eventually. So this is where we're going to come back once I get enough stones, so that we can trade them with Silky and Smooth, and they will provide us with RNG trinkets. One of which is a giant Bonkinator that I absolutely need to get my hands on. But we will burn that bridge when we cross it. Oh, he didn't do the roll. Ice. Me too, Soundwave. Me too. I debated if I wanted to do 3 before 2, since we just did a playthrough of 1. Woo! I gotta hurry. I'm standing around and I'm wasting all my flares. Yeah, flares. The Dark Souls flares. I'm wasting my torches. Ow! Listen, trash mobs. Listen, I'm gonna need you to not be assholes, okay? Magic had interesting mechanics in this. Yeah, I really think we're gonna have the best time if we all just bonk. I love dark soups. Oh yeah, something else that I'll mention a lot. Dark Souls 2, for some reason, whoever was in charge of this game really hated ladders, because you can basically sprint vertically in this game. They don't want you spending time on ladders. If you got the stamina, they're like, get up there. Okay, get up there. Go. Get up the ladder. We can roll through doors. I gotta remember that. I think you guys are also gonna really see some Resident Evil 4 vibes. I mean OG Resident Evil 4. Especially when we get to the Lost Bastille. The sounds of the dogs and the textures on the Bastille, it looks very much like Salazar's castle. Is a good time. Dark Souls 2, once again, really spoils me for my favorite trope of coming back to a beginning area much later in the game. Big fan of that dynamic mechanic. So these areas with bloodstains and messages, they're hopefully something I'll be able to show you guys eventually. In New Game Plus in Dark Souls 2, enemies change, bosses change, spawn locations change, and so apparently there's some really bad shit in this area in New Game Plus, because a lot of people die badly. And now my favorite hub of the Dark Souls series, Majula. The beautiful broken beach. God, I'm getting some very enjoyable chills coming back through all this again. Come on, baby. Ah yes, the most broken weapon in the entire Souls series. The Binocliers! Alright, let's go introduce ourselves to all of the sad, lonely people. But first, talk to the best level up gal in the Souls series.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate?
I mean, I'd rather be a
Heir
butterfly
of the
than a pawn
curse.
of fate. Yes.
I will remain by your side. till this frail hope shatters.
That's kind of you.
Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Ah, yes, the
You will
holy
see
sunny
the king.
delight.
He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Don't worry. I'll find Vendrick in time. Never you fear. All right, so this game is interesting in that there's two means of healing. There's, of course, your famous flavored, tried and true Estus flask, and then they added life gems. Life gems come in 3 varieties: small, medium, large, and they heal over time. Everything in this game is heal over time, including Estus. In many ways, Dark Souls 2 is the most difficult of the 3 Souls games, and not just because of jank. We all saw how much jank Dark Souls 1 had going on. So early on, you rely on life gems because you don't have a lot of Estus and your Estus sucks, but late game, you rely on Estus and you're trying to hoard your soul gems for the really annoying parts, and boy, there are going to be a lot of those. Oh, I don't really want to think about how many annoying areas are in this game, but that's the whole point. That's the challenge. We do it for the pain. Pleasure can only be found in the depths of pain. Like, my God, Dark Souls 2. We can't even, we don't even get a smith. Right, we gotta find the friggin' key to the smith's shop. If this was Elden Ring, I could jump through the window. I could call my horse.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door.
How?
I
Prince
packed my
Al, how am I
tools
supposed
in
to do that?
here, seeing it was vacant.
Sounds like a you problem.
Now somebody's gone and locked the door.
Did you try the unlocked window?
I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools.
Hey, the real tool's been inside you the whole time. Let's see, who else, where else? I don't think I can get into the big house yet. Are the tiny pigs here? They don't kill me. We don't want to go down there. That leads to a covenant. Doesn't it also lead to an item, though? Oh, homeward burns. Yeah, we like the homeward burns. In fact, I think eventually it's poison clumps, but let's just slap those bad boys on there for now in case I get desperate. Champion Covenant, no balls. Hey, I've already done a full run through of the Champion Covenant, okay? I've done it solo from start to finish, including DLCs. My balls are secure, Soundwave. As for going down the hole, I fucking literally physically can't. I do not have the health or means to survive that drop yet. Yeah, we'll talk to you in a minute. Honestly, Champion Covenant wasn't so bad. There were some areas that felt like a slog, like Holy Mother of God, why won't you die? But for the most part, it was pretty alright. Less invasions was also kind of a really nice thing. No Estus run. Jesus, Soundwave, this is a casual run for people that have never experienced the godgasm that is Dark Souls 2.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop.
Give me everything you got.
And I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares.
This guy will become
I could
important
really use the
a while
business.
later.
If you'd be so kind.
Nobody tells me to be kind! Sorry, I've been watching the latest season of Futurama, and guys, it is chef's kiss. It is mwah. It is just perfection. Yeah, I don't need any of this.
I came from the west, from Volgan. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant with trade.
Do I look lively? Do I look
Very
vibrant?
competitive, of course. And you have
Well, I
to
am
grease the
competitive.
wheels to get anywhere. But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold.
I love Dark Souls voice
It's been
acting.
years since then, and I've made very little headway. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Business, really.
But great for happiness.
Well,
All right, cheerio. Yeah, can I go into the old manor yet? I don't think I can. Yeah, we gotta go get the key from the map maker. I need to avoid the pigs. 'Cause they're mean. They are mean pigs. Woo! First Estus Flask shard, baby! Woo! Shalagwar!
Undead, are we? And one without much time
You're a very
remaining.
fluffy kitty.
Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
Fall apart from your
Time
cuteness!
to be chatting with a cat.
Is always the right time to be chatting with a cat.
Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchantée.
Yeah, that one.
So, what did you want? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
Oh my god, I'm falling to pieces. I smell wonderful. Make up your mind. Yeah, so eventually we are going to have to get the cat ring from her. That is what lets us go down the hole.
This
But
place
that's
is
about it.
already dead. Everything will crumble and waste away so that something new may be born.
God, I love you,
Isn't it
Majula.
wonderful? Nothing suited you, I presume. Well, that's dismaying. Oh,
Actually, it is Dark Souls. I need to go through all their talk.
this place is fascinating. We receive only the most peculiar visitors. Folk like yourself. It's enough to keep even a cat amused. Are you going to see the old ones?
Maybe?
Those folk
Yes?
who have grown so incredibly ancient.
Now you're talking my
They
language.
must have sprouted quite a thick coat of moss by now.
Oh god, it's the Moss Lady from number one!
No one even knows their names anymore. Imagine that. Yes. Nothing like yourself.
I mean, I'm the
You
only one
have
that knows
a
my
most
name.
pleasant scent. It grows
Okay.
nicer with each passing day.
I've known you for 3 minutes.
Have you made friends with the man by the sea?
You're actually gonna go chat with
He's lost
him.
everything. Absolutely everything. The only thing he's good for now is a few tidbits on covenants. Covenants are a type of, well, you give something.
Yes, I know
to
what
gain
covenants
something.
are.
It might be just the thing you... Did you see that oddly formed rock behind here?
My god, Shalaqua has a lot
Long
to
ago,
say.
they called it Victor Stone, as I recall.
Well, then we should wait for Victor to come get
If
it.
you wish to face greater challenges, speak to the rock.
Speak to the rock.
Although,
What do you think I am, a
you just as
madman?
well not. This place is everything.
Okay, good,
nothing
she's done.
suited you,
Bye, Shalaqua. Well, we did it, guys. We got our first Estus shard. Let's go upgrade our Estus Flask. I'm gonna head into the first area, do some. It's fascinating. Dark Souls 2 has a very slow starting curve. Oh, right, I actually go to her for the shards. Dark Souls 2, like, for the first, I'd want to say 2, maybe even 3 areas, you don't really know what your character's doing. You don't know what weapons you want, you don't know where to put your skill
For
points.
misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
My mom says my soul is really
Seek those
big
whose
and
names
really
are
strong.
unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls.
Yeah, I was just talking to
Their
Shalakid.
souls will serve as beacons.
Alright.
Once you have found them, return here to me.
Baby, I
So
don't
that
need
hope
the
will
fine
not
ancient
fade
ones to
away.
keep coming back to you.
Is that a shard you found?
It is!
Let me see it, so that I may help you to see light,
Aye,
to
aye.
see hope, however faint it might be.
So because I'm using big bonks, we need to upgrade our strength considerably.
Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle.
Over the river and through the woods. Got it, got it, got it.
Essence of the soul. But whatever came of it.
So, what I love about Dark Souls 2, in addition to the other 8,473 things I've said so far, it's got a very open template. You know, Elden Ring is free roam, of course, but the other Souls games, even 3, are pretty linear in the progression. So the intended path is here. This leads us to the first area, first couple of bosses, if you will, you know, things that won't hurt us that bad. The next area, but an area we can go to right now nonetheless, is down that hole. That actually leads to 2 separate ways, but we can't go the third way for a while. Up that way through the arch, there is my favorite area in the whole game, the Shaded Woods. I cannot wait to show you guys that. And then, of course, there's the hole. The very tantalizing hole. The very, very... Just looking at this baby, I am hot and bothered. But we can't go down there yet, we'll die. Let's go talk with the man up by the monument really quickly, and then we will head into the first area of the game. Thanks for being here, guys. I know I took quite a bit of time off, but the holiday was very much needed, and I'm glad that I could come back and do this. It's weird, the longer I take to, like, stream, it almost, it feels harder. Like, you know, a week passes and then 2 weeks pass, and it's almost like it's like an imaginary hump that I need to get over to just be like, yeah, get back in, stream again, hit the go live button. Oh my goodness! At 205,721,345 deaths in this game worldwide. Thank you, Dark Souls 2 Monolith. We appreciate. I almost said in the name of the Emperor. Woo! Too much Dark Tide.
Undead, aren't you?
I am, and you're the guy that talks slowly.
Scent, the smell of irreversible fate.
That was just the prunes, my guy.
Majula. It is a kind of
Gesundheit.
settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And
I love Majula.
These days, there are very few places like that. I am Soldan.
I completely forgot his name.
I lost everything, and now I'm here.
Dude, I didn't lose everything. Look at this boss-ass cloak I
It
got.
was possible to break the curse here.
There's a curse?
That's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody.
There's a monument with 200 million deaths on it.
Do you know much about souls?
Nah, I never cared for
Even
him.
I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one.
So
But
celery
even
has a
the
soul.
curse is traceable to the soul.
He just said sentient or no,
Do
so
you
that
see
means
what that
celery has a
means?
soul.
To be alive,
The soulary!
to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there.
Oh god, alright, do we have Green Day? Anybody cue up some Green Day, please? On this lonely road,
Really.
on the monolith of broken Majula. Not quite as catchy.
There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls.
Oh yeah, huge
And
fat
wherever
souls.
you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them.
Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
powerful soul and a terrible curse.
I think we've covered the curse
If that
part.
frightens you, then you want to just give up right now. Like I
That's
have.
compelling.
Do you ever cry out for help?
We're almost
The
done, I
journey
promise.
of an undead is long and treacherous.
Long and
You'll face
treacherous, long and
invaders
treacherous.
from other worlds at every turn.
Of that, he's right.
If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinel protection is
Yeah, so this
yours.
is just a covenant here for team summoning. And since I don't have a covenant, yeah, I'll join. I'll join your fancy little sandwich club. Free stuff? Free
That is a
stuff.
wise decision. People are weak, but the Blue
sentinels watch over us in their benevolence. Let the sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
Alright, let's pop that sucker on, because that thing gives us, I think, like 5 points of health.
Do
Yay!
you feel lonely here?
I'm starting to.
Suits me just fine. As I've nothing left anyway, it will grow on you, this place.
Learn the
Do you see the
gesture.
way beyond the bonfire?
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Some great food. But little of it remains.
Spooky.
You may just find something there that will be of use on your journey, but don't venture too far inside, or you might not come back.
Oh, tell me what to do, Dad!
Cade's Tower of Flame lies beyond the far gate.
This guy's got a lot of knowledge.
In
Yep,
the
that's
cathedral,
Tower of Flame right over there.
The Apostles of Blue gather, but the road leading there is perilous. The gate is rigged with some contraption. But how it works, I just don't know. Have you seen that pit, that gaping hole in the earth?
Mr. Exposition's going hard here.
I don't know what it's like down below, but I wouldn't suggest trying to find out. Besides, you'll never make it down there. Not without a ladder of some sort.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
The flame
I
you
got my
see there
ways.
is a bonfire. They exist.
Okay,
If
bonfire,
you're
exhaust the
tired,
lead.
the
If you're
flame.
retired, rest at the flame. Heals us.
Long
Anything
ago,
else?
A woman called
Oh, Jesus.
the Firekeeper watched over each
Long ago, when I
bonfire.
first walked up to you to say hi.
She kept the flame lit and guarded it from those who would extinguish it. I wonder where the Firekeepers went.
Oh, they're in a hutch in limbo, somewhere
Did
deep
you
in the
notice
woods.
any letters on the ground on the way here?
Yeah, they're right in front of us,
These
dude.
are
They're messages.
intranquil
No, from other worlds.
which,
Flow
if
of
you're
time.
interested-
Look, I do love the voice acting in this game, and I think that every single line is a treasured jewel to be polished and admired, but I'm on the
You
clock
may
here.
notice symbols that appear
Oh,
These
God.
are summoned if you... Do you see the way beyond the bonfire?
Okay, good. He's repeating himself. We're done. Bye! Whew, that was an ordeal. We passed the first test. Listening to Exposition Man. God, I love Majula. All right, Area 1. Forest of the Giants. Wow. No, I'm happy. I remember this whole area pretty much intimately because I've done a lot of new characters. Later areas are going to get a little murky, but it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Like how the music is faint in the distance, and as you get closer, it picks up proper. Alright. Hidden things below me. Proper way forward. I'm hoping I can get a sword up here. Oh, that was almost death. Woo! That scared me. Alright, I know that there's some hidden bitches around here. I just gotta find them. Hidden bitch 1! Where's hidden bitch 2 and 3? And stick strike! Stick strike! Critical hits in this game are great. You like whack people over the back of the head, and then there's a unique animation for each weapon type. Gotta remember that locking on is not the best in Dark Souls 2. Let me get Libin there. So, Exposition Man was mentioning that you'll get invaded. Well, if you're familiar with the Souls series, you'll know that, of course. Yeah, you can get invaded. The thing is, Dark Souls 2 goes a little beyond. So, right now I am human because of that effigy. I am human. But if I die, I will need to find another effigy to get unzombified. While I'm human, I can get invaded by NPCs, but while I'm a zombie, I can also get invaded by NPCs. As for actual human players, I'm not sure if you need to be human or if they can also invade you at any point in time. But you're never safe, is my ultimate point. You're never safe in Dark Souls 2. Someone can always invade you and ruin your whole day. Now, I always, another unique instance. Hey, Joshy! Hey, Sutherland! Hey, Short Potato! And hello, Josh! Hey, Josh, thank you for the raid! I saw you on earlier. I was out doing errands, so apologies. I'm gonna stab this big fat... No! Going for the insta-kill, you son of a bitch! Right now we're stabbing this big fat man in his big fat ass so I can get souls. Unique to Dark Souls 2. Ah, yeah, I knew that was gonna hurt. Back that ass up. Back that thing up for me, buckaroo. Unique to Dark Souls 2, you cannot grind enemies forever. I kill this man and rest at a bonfire 11 times. He will be gone forever. Now, the Champion Covenant is a way to get things to respawn. Come on, back that thing up. Back it up for me. Ah, you tits! And sit on him. I'm remembering. He's remembering! I'd kiss that thing on the lips. I'd hold its hand and cover. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't have a great personality. Just objectively, it is a massive ass. And it also has the ability to drop a Soul of a Proud Knight, which is a lot of dosh that we need right now. How are things, Josh? I saw you've been playing a whole lot of games lately. Alan Wake and other scary things. I really do plan on catching a stream at some point this week now that I'm unemployed. Fuck yes. Thank you so much for the raid, as always. I want to kill Fatty Fupa one more time. Let's see if I can get him to drop a thing. I'll move on if he doesn't. It's really touch and go in these early areas. Like, we have a... Oh! We're dead. Goodbye, world. Oh, I'm bleeding. You don't say. A hippo god 12 times the size of Mount Fuji just bit my head off. Well, there's our first death of this stream. And now we're back to being wrinkled. Oh, jeez. I just got a manicure from that nice lady in the woods. That old woman just gave me a manicure. And now I'm back to being green. Alright, you great big fat fuck. Amnesia, a game I've heard a lot about, but I've never really seen. Thank you to anybody else who messaged. I'm sorry if I missed that. Don't ignore me! I don't think I've ever seen that reaction. He thumped me with his junk. He gave me the junk thump. Come on, just 1, 2, like 3 more. Alright, I'll come back to him later. Look at that was like, what should his main attack be? How about he tries to sit on you? Well, I feel his main attack was when he bit my frickin' head off, but he does still possess the ability to sit. You are not wrong. And he sits like a fat woman at the buffet. Everything. Everything in Dark Souls 2, just chipping away at your health. Little by little. Doesn't want you to, ow! Doesn't want you to succeed. Are you kidding me? This is why we need to upgrade adaptability. Adaptability and agility are how we get to roll without taking damage all the fucking time. Okay. Alright, I see how it is. Kill! Like, I don't know, I mean, yeah, this is an old game, but I really feel like it holds up. Like, the visuals immerse me. The visuals make me get into it. I'm charging through the woods, a scruffy man in a trash bag. Like, I'm here for it. I'm gonna take this area a little slow. Little slow. Dildo. Slightly moving backwards. That was technically a back attack. That sucks. My stamina is non-existent. Show me what you got. Alright. Slowly, gently. Hi! Ow! Like all Dark Souls, I need to get back into the rhythm. Each game has its own attack and defend rhythm. I gotta remember this one. He's a maniac! Still didn't aggro. Alright, I'm happy about that. Stamina management is, I think, more important than any other Souls game. Like, you never have to actively watch your bar, I feel, in 1 or 3. In this game, you're not getting out of there. Ah! You're not getting out of there if you mismanage your stamina. Oh! Right in the rectal cavity! Oh! Right in the anus! Oh! Iframes from the backstab! Oh nice, a broken straight sword. That's probably better than the knife I'm using. Let's be real. Are you still throwing things at me? Because I'd appreciate it if you didn't. I'm sensitive. Two broken strat swords. What is this one? I don't have the dex for it. Do I have the dex to... So power stancing was brought about in this game. Now, it doesn't look like I have the dexterity to power stance 2 broken swords yet. That's alright. We'll just use the one. One-handed, two-handed. Probably one-handed. Oh my god, I hate him so much. Oh, everything they do. Why? Oh, no, I like it. I'm going to bitch and moan, but I like how unforgiving this game is. Everything is trying to kill you. And it's like, well, how is that different from any Souls game? Well, because in other Souls games, most things don't succeed. In other Souls games, everything's trying to kill you, but you can laugh at a few of those things. In this game, every single thing, some things that aren't even sentient. Sometimes it's the weather. Sometimes the weather is trying to kill you. And goddamn, if they didn't wake up and choose violence. Alright, stand my back. Hoi! Oh, thank God! An actual... What? Oh, I don't have the dexterity. Oh, I'm a loser. That's all right. I'll get over it. So I'm going to be finishing up soon, guys. I'm going to get to the first, what I call like the official bonfire for the first main area, and we will get back into it probably tomorrow. I don't have a lot planned this week other than playing this game, and now that I've started, I think I am much more inclined to keep going. If you didn't hear at the beginning, as I said, I will not be using my camera for any of this series. I want to focus on playing, and I want you guys to focus on watching. And that way I think I can do some a little more commentary than I normally would. So no camera, but you know, all that usual juicy, high quality, hot content that you've come to know and love from my bedazzled ass. Alright, this part gets a little dicey. Enemy horde ahead. I'll rate it as a good message. Hi, hello, hello. I don't want to go that way, so if y'all could come back this way. Trying to do a jump attack on me? Oh, no, it just hit me twice. Yeah, dodging is useless until you get adaptability up. I think that's another reason people were upset with the actual gameplay of this game. The first few hours are painful. Adaptability seems useless, but when you level it up with endurance, your stamina and your agility, that little stat down there by poise, that stat goes up. Agility determines how far you dodge, how fast you dodge, and your iframes while dodging. So until you get adaptability up to about 18, you feel like, why are they hitting me? I'm still rolling. It's because your adaptability's shite! Come on, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. Almost 2 for 1. Fuck yeah, always take life gems. Dark Souls 2, as I have said many, many times and will say again, Dark Souls 2 is just so engaging in dynamic environments and even hidden things. Like, there are 2 kinds of secret walls in this game. Ones you have to press and ones you have to find with a special key called the Pharaoh's Lockstone. There's stuff hidden behind stuff. I mean, how revolutionary is that? Stuff behind stuff? Don't all act cool. You know that that's innovative. Stuff behind stuff has never been something that Dark Souls has ever done, ever. Really loving the stamina cost on this thing. If you'll notice, my health was still healing there. Soul gems take a while, but you can pop multiple soul gems to make the heal go faster, and that's why late game, that's kind of the strategy. Instead of healing your full health bar with 1 Estus slowly, you pop 5 soul gems, and you almost become, like, regenerative. You start to heal as things hit you. Oh my god. Tally-ho! Down the stairs we go! Well, you're first, Mr. Man. With your dagger. And your flannel. Does that look like flannel? Maybe it's not flannel. We're never safe. We're never safe. Remember that. We're never safe. Oh, fuck. My broken straight sword is at risk of breaking, guys. Remain calm. If he hit me with that, I was going to be very pissed. I was going to completely understand it because it's Dark Souls 2, and that's just the nature of the beast. Don't do it. Oh my god. Woo, we're almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there. Just gotta keep the faith. We're almost there. We have almost made it to the beginning of the game. Where is this archer? Oh, he's over there. All right. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna swoop in here real quick. Nab that bonfire. Oh, you're a bitch. I see. Well, okay. First off, fuck you. I'm really surprised he didn't kill me. There are very little iframes in this game. Like, when opening doors, you will get assaulted. When you go through fog, you will get assaulted. Okay. Well, we lit it, so before I rest, I'll go out here and take what this asshole was guarding. Don't swoop. Never swoop in. All right, welcome to the Cardinal Watchtower, the first true area of the game. Guys, I really am. I am so excited to go through this series with you or without you. I get to play Dark Souls 2 again, baby. Look at the outfits in this game. Some shit in this game was just so over the top, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Say hello to my all-time favorite merchant.
Something, anything. Oh, come now, help an old woman and buy something.
Look at this woman's nails, dude. I love this lady. She is my spirit animal. Now, let me see. What actually do I want to buy? Well, that is the blacksmith's key. We need that. So I will buy that. Eventually, we're going to need that lockstone and that fragrant branch of yore. That unfreezes petrified people. I could buy that hat. Oh, that raises item discovery. That's usually why people buy it. It's good to throw that on early just to get a little bit of item discover. Plus, I need to give her enough. I need to give her, I think, 10,000 souls. Oh man, I almost called them runes. Oh Jesus, I need to give her souls because once you give her a certain amount, she gives you the silver serpent ring. I think +1. Like, she gives you an amazing ring. I love Melentia.
Melentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's going to run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long ago. And the giants crossed the sea.
I love the lore of this game. God, I love it.
Battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me.
I can see that.
You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouting new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up and move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love.
Never change, Melentia. Never change. My God, look at us on the precipice once more, standing at the beginning of this long, yawning, and miserable game. I am so happy and excited. Even if I am just a scruffy little scrufferpuss right now. Let's slap on that there. Oh my goodness, it doesn't change anything or make anything better. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for being here just for this short little hour. I'm back. I'm going to be streaming regularly because now I've got a game that I am super into. We are going to go hard and far with this playthrough. I can't promise that we're going to look like the character I want to be next episode, or even 2 or 3 episodes after that. It's going to take us a couple of hours before we can get enough strength to do the weapon we want to use, before we get the weapon we want to use. And even then, there's just so many decisions. I have to decide where we want to go. We could go to the Shaded Woods first. We could, theoretically, get enough health to jump down the pit. So many possibilities, and I am super excited to share them all with you. So thanks for being here as always, guys. My name is Master Fong. Check out my YouTube if you want to see other stuff I've done, though I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks because vacation time, baby. But I'll be back with more Dark Souls 2 tomorrow. Thank you so much for the resubs. Josh Just Games, thank you for the raid. Truly my oldest and most valued benefactor. And yeah, take care, everyone. I will see you for a longer stream tomorrow. Might be a little earlier, just so I can commit more time to it. Until then, please, just enjoy this image of my glassed-pupiled, zombied, bespectacled man. I'm sorry, monoculated man, and I hope he just keeps you warm and fuzzy in the cold, dark nights. Peace out, my family. Till next time.